Hello everyone, I, Professor Bharat Bhaktani. In your third semester, I am going to take HRM subject. Okay, first of all, start with the syllabus of your subject, Human Resource Management. There are there are four module in this semester which we have to learn. The first module or first unit is about the introduction, human resource management, and second one is acquisitions of human resources. Third one is training and development, and fourth unit is performance appraisal and compensation. So these are the four module or unit we have to learn in this subject. Here in the first lecture we will discuss about the human resource management. Here in the first module the syllabus is that concept and functions of HRM, characteristics and significance of HRM, HR policy, HR accounting, changing environment of human resource management, globalization, workforce diversity, corporate downsizing, technological advances, cultural environment, changing skill requirement, changing employee expectations. These are the points which we have to learn in your first module. I have sent you PPT of first module. Okay, so till first module you have to learn from the PPT which I have sent in the group. So here are the reference book which you can refer for your further study. Okay, and I have made PPT with the help of this reference book as well as your favorite book Jamna Das. Okay, now they start with the introduction. Module first, third sem. Here, which point we have to learn in your first module? I have explained you that the syllabus of your first module. Now the important topic of first module, like nature and scope of HRM, functions of HRM, objective of HRM, characteristics of HRM, significance of HRM, role, status and competencies of HR manager, HR policies, HR accounting, changing environment of HRM, cultural environment, changing skill requirement and employee expectations. These are the important topic or point we have to learn from first module of HRM. Here one point I should clear with you that there are four module. In the first two module 20 marks questions will be there, and last two modules, for example third module and fourth module, there will be 15 marks questions from each module. Okay, now start with definition of HRM. Here definition of HRM. First definition, HRM refers to a set of policies designed to maximize organizational integration, employee commitment, flexibility and quality of work, which is defined by the guest. Guest is the founder of this definition, or he has suggested this definition. So what does it mean? Like HR refers to a set of policy designed to maximize organizational integration, employee commitment, flexibility and quality of work. In a simple word, here I would like to discuss with you one example. In a simple word we can say that we have to manage our employees in the organization, how we can manage, because we want to work done by them in the organization, but we know that employees are the human being, so we cannot apply the techniques which techniques we are applying into the machineries. Okay, so here the different persons came into the organization from the different field, from the different background, so their behavior is different. Okay, their nature is different, their work method is different, but in the organization we have to convert them in a same way to perform in the organization, so that we have to manage the employees, we have to select them, we have to like delegation the work authority, etc etc. So we are using many techniques, and with the help of that techniques we are getting the work done by them in the organization. So we have to make the policy means rules and regulations for the employees who are working in the organization. Here in our in our college also we have to follow some rules and regulations. Same thing is applicable in the organizations. So organization start with the rules and regulations, it called policies. Okay, so here the HRM, there is a different department of HRM, like finance department, marketing department, HR department, production and operation department. So we know that in a finance department they will work only related to the financial activities, in marketing department they will work related to the marketing activities only. So here in the HR department or in a HRM, human resource management, they will only focus to the employees and activities related to the employees, human resources. Okay, so here the policy, so policy set by the HR manager or HR management department, so that this policy may be implemented in the organization, and every employees of the organization has to follow this policy. So designed to maximize organizational integrations, or ultimately we can say that they will perform, HR department will perform or HRM perform the activities in a particular way, so that they will get the maximum benefit from the employees, or they will get the maximum output from the employees, so that organization will get maximum benefit from that. Employee commitment, yes, employees commitment responsibility is also HR department. If HR department will work in a particular way, so that the employees are satisfied in the organization and they will perform in the organization for the longer period of time, for the longer period of time. Otherwise what happened, we are selecting the employees, we train them, they will work for the shorter period of time and then leave the organization. So the employees turnover ratio will increase, which is also expensive for the organization, and it is also not good for the organization. Why? Because it create a bad image of the organization as well as expenses of the organization. And in a third side we can say that we are not able to get the experienced person's work in the organization, because experience is also important for the organization. Yes, okay, so these types of activities performed by the HRM department or HRM, human resource management. The second definition, very easy. HRM refers to attracting, developing and maintaining an effective workforce. Very easy definition. Okay, remember this definition. You can write this definition in your examinations, because we know that we have to write at least one definitions with the name and preferred data. So Ronald Ebert and Ricky Griffin has given these definitions. What they have said that in this definition, HRM refers to attracting, developing and maintaining an effective workforce. Here ultimately we can say that in the organization we require employees. Yes, so attracting the employees or the person who are interested to work. But how we can call them in the organization? It is the part of HRM. It is the part of HRM who attracting the employees or the person who are interested in the work, but they don't know about the organization. They have no idea about the place where the vacancy is there. So it is the responsibility of the HR department to make aware to the person who are interested to work, and make aware the person who the organization need, because every organization need person or the employees to work in their organizations. The first activity is done by the HR manager to make them aware, to make them attractive towards the organization. So it is the first step when we are attracting the employees in the organization with this work done by the HR manager. The second work is developing and maintaining an effective workforce. Developing means ultimately we can say that we make aware them about the organization, providing training, providing incremental in the salary, and providing guidance to the employees who are working in the organization, so that the development of the employees is possible. So this activity is also performed by the HR manager. Okay, that's why development ultimately growth in a both side, knowledge side and financial side. How knowledge side? Training. Many times we are using the word training and development is ultimately means we can say that we give training to the employees, we give knowledge to them, we make aware to them about the organization, so that they can perform in the organization in a particular way and get the maximum benefit. Because here the benefit is not only to the organization side but benefit to the employee side also, so that he will learn some quality in the organization. He can perform this work with the help of particular training and development activities, so that he can earn maximum and give maximum benefit to the organization. So here the development both side, in organization side as well as in the employee side. So these types of activities is also performed by the HR department. Third point is maintaining an effective workforce. Maintaining means whatever employees we bring in the organization, we make them engage, or we make them engage in the organization for the longer period of time. If they will be engaged in the organization for the shorter period of time, then it will be harmful for the organization, harmful for the image of the organization, harmful for the work, and also increase the cost. Because if the employees turnover ratio will increase, the cost of the organization is also increase. And here it is the responsibility of HR department to maintain their employees in the organization for the longer period of time, so that both employees as well as organization will get benefit from each other. Okay, so this definition suggested by Ronald Ebert and Ricky Griffin. The third definition is that human resources are a whole consisting of interrelated, interdependent, and interacting psychological, sociological, and ethical components. Here we can say that employees activities is whatever activities done by the HR managers, it is not only related to the sociological. Okay, so it is the interrelated, interdependent, and interacting psychological, sociological, and ethical components. Like bringing the employees in the organization, we have to select the employees who are proper for the organization, and we should give the employees a proper training, development, and we must follow the ethical techniques. Okay, so these are the four definition. Fourth is acquiring the human resources, maintained them, procure them, integrated them by enhancing their skill, by maintaining the dedic and tradic relationship to achieve the organization's goal is known as HRM. Here you can remember this definition only, second one. It is very easy definition and you can write this definition in your examination. Ronald Abbott and Ricky Griffin's definition. Okay, now I would like to discuss with you one example, then you will get clear idea about the HRM. H means human, માણસો related, resources means સંસાધનો, okay, management means getting the work done by others, and you are aware about the management. Okay, human resource management is an activity where as an HR department we have to bring the employees from the market, from the outside of the organization. Okay, and we have to select them. There are selection process, training process, there are many process available, but we are selecting the proper employees for the organization. We cannot select the employees who have no knowledge about the particular work or etc etc, but we are following many techniques and many tactics to selecting the proper right person for the right place in right time. Okay, so here in the organization we provide advertise in the market so that the interested person can apply in the organization. So here in the advertisement we also clear the requirement like graduate student or particular skill in a which field he must have a degree, etc etc point we must clear in the advertisement so that we will get the applications from the market. We screening them, the person who is like fulfilling the particular requirement of our organization, we selecting the particular applications and give call to them, and at the end we can say that we get the interviews and then selection and training, then work, then bond sign, employees related activities, grievance handling. યસ, મથાકૂટ થાય તો એમાં જે બી સંભાળ રાખવી પડે છે એ બી એચઆર ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટની છે. માણસો રિલેટેડ બધા કામ એચઆર ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટથી જ થાય છે. સેલેરી, ટ્રેનિંગ, ગ્રીવિયાન્સ હેન્ડલિંગ, આ બધા કામ એચઆર ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ થ્રુ જ થશે. So it was the example. Okay, now the scope of HRM. The first scope we can say that employees hiring means bringing the employees in the organization. It is also the scope of HRM. Second is remuneration, or we can say that the salary provided by the HR department to the employees, or they have to decide which person which persons is able to which amount. સેલેરી ડિસાઇડ કરવી કોને કેટલી સેલેરી મળવી જોઈએ એચઆર ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ નક્કી કરે છે. ઓકે, એમ્પ્લોયી મોટિવેશન is also important for the organization. If organization has motivated employees in their organization, then the organization will be successful in the market. For example, in Tata there are number of employees are satisfied with the organizations, and this is the organization who provide maximum benefit to their employees. They total focusing on employees first, then benefit. And in other hand, Reliance is total focusing on to the profit side. So employees turnover ratio in Tata Group is very less compared to the other organization. Why? Because they motivated employees are there, and this is the responsibility of the HR department to make them motivated in the organization, and motivated employees can perform higher than the unmotivated employees. So how to motivate to them, because motivation is necessary for the all the person in the organization. If there is no motivation, then there is no good performance. Like motivation related to the financial motivation, motivation related to the non-financial activities. For example, in the financial motivation, we can say that if the particular goal achieved by the employees in the organization, then organization will give them bonus, profit sharing, and other financial benefit to them. So employees will be motivated in the organization. Non-motivational benefit, for example, like tour and other activities done by the organization for their employees, like give rewards, like other activities which is not financially but other activities which is performed by the organization to motivate their employees. It is these activities cover under the non-financial motivation. Employee maintenance, yes, this point we have discussed in the definition of HRM. Industrial relation, yes, there is not only a single industry who is performing in the in the field of particular work. There are many competitors available. One industry must communicate with another industries. So it is necessary for the organization to make a one department who will manage this relation with other organization. For example, you can take the example of our college. Our college relation with other colleges is good. So particular department who is working in our college, who maintain the relation with other college, for example Bosamia college with the Bosamia college, other college, so that the particular image created in the market, for the organization. So this is the scope of HRM. Prospects of employees, or employees related every work done by the HRM. Okay. Now scope of HRM. Here I have discussed with you many points available in your reference book and in your Jamna Das book. So here in this PPT I have covered both point, maximum point I have covered. Okay, the key for scope, like HJR is H for HRP, J for job analysis, R for recruitment likewise. That's why I have put this shortcut word. Okay, scope of HRM. HRP or MPP, human resource planning of manpower planning. Okay, here human resource planning or manpower planning, it is the scope. You can write this scope also. Okay, it is not necessary to write all the points, but when there is a questions of 20 marks, that time it is necessary for us to write down the all the points of HRM scope. That's why I have taken this point from your reference book as well as from your Jamna Das book, so you can refer both book. Okay, so here the scope of HRM, the first point is HRP, human resource planning. Planning means whatever activities we are going to perform in the future, but we are deciding this point in the present, it's called planning. So here how we can say that human resource planning done by the HRM? Human resource planning means HR department will decide how many employees required in the organization, which types of the employees required in the organization, when these employees required in the organization. So it is the task of the HR managers to decide the future activities or the future number of employees required in the organization. These activities done by the HR department. So here we can say that forecasting need of manpower in advance with respect of future personnel need for achieving the organization goal is known as human resource planning. Ultimately we can say that future forecasting or future requirement, how many numbers of employees required, which types of employees required, when required, and how we are going to bring in the organization. These types of list, these types of data prepared by the HR department or HRM, human resource management. It's called HRP, human resource planning. Job analysis, it is also scope of the HRM. Job analysis, according to the working criteria or working pattern, employees have been segregated into the different job is known as job analysis. Ultimately we can say that we have to analyze the job, which types of work is it, which types of employees we require for performing the particular work. So for that we have to analyze the every aspects of the work, every aspect of the job. As per the requirement of the job, we have to decide the which employees is suitable for it. For example, engineer and doctor, if in the organization the machinery related problem is there, how to repair this machine, etc, etc. So here the organization, in the organization, HR department will analyze the job. It is the particular work of engineering work, so here we require the engineer, but it is related to the machineries, so we require a machinery related engineers. So we have to bring the engineers who have graduated in a mechanical engineer. So we will select only person who have a degree, who have a experience in a mechanical engineers. How we have decided we require mechanical engineers in a particular place? With the help of job analysis, we have to analyze. As an HR manager, we have to analyze the job, which types of work is required, which types of quality is necessary for performing the particular work, etc. Same thing is applicable in the doctor field. In a doctor field, we know that there are many specialists will be there, like ortho, eye, ears, etc, etc department is there. So we have to analyze, because hospital is also organization, so we have to analyze which doctor we require in a particular point, like in eye or ortho, etc, etc, or neurosurgeon. So as per the job analyze, we have to bring the employees in the organization. So analysis of the job or analyzing the job is the scope of HRM. Clear? Next is recruitment. Recruitment is ultimately, we can say that it is the process of selecting the suitable employees in the organization or bringing the suitable employees in the organization. Okay, searching people, acquiring them, encouraging to receive the applications for applying about the job, calling them for the interview is known as recruitment. From the beginning, like job analyzing, and now we have decided how many employees we require, which types of employees we require. Now after job analysis, it is job analyzing, it is the point of recruitment. Recruitment means we have to aware the interested applicant. We have to provide these informations or the advertisement of requirement of the employees in the market, in a selected market. So in a which market we must provide advertise, so that maximum applicant can apply in the organization. So first step is that make aware the applicant in the organization, for the organization, for the vacancy. So make aware point is the point of recruitment. Then getting the applications from the market. Yes, getting the applications from the market, it is the part of recruitment, and recruitment is the part of the HRM. So getting the maximum applications from the market, then screening these applications, like whatever degree, whatever expectations we have mentioned in the in the list of advertisement, like the particular persons we only require, etc, etc point is the screening point. So we screen them, like this applicant is eligible for the organization, yes or no. If yes, then put them in a different place, and if no, then remove these applications from our list and make a list who have fulfilled all the requirement which we have mentioned in the organization, which we have mentioned in the advertisement, then call them for the interview, taking the interview, and after that it is the point of selection. Okay, but till the person coming into the organization, it is the process of recruitment. Now the selection, after completing the recruitment process, now it is the process of selection is a different way we are selecting the employees. We have getting the documents, etc from the recruitment side. Now we conduct an interview. On the basis of that, we selecting the particular person. Okay, so selection is also the scope for HRM. Selection is, we will learn this point in a detail. Okay, in the next module we have to learn, like acquisitions point side, we will learn this point in a detail. Selection process will be there and recruitment process will be there. These 2 points are important also in your third module, but here I have just give you a brief idea about the point, but in the function side you will learn this point. Okay, selection is process of choosing the most suitable person out all of the received applications according to their skill and knowledge qualification. Okay, for example, in the recruitment side we have got many applications, and then screening and select the applicant who have a particular knowledge in the organization. Now we require only 10 employees, but we have 100 employees, 100% who are ready to work in the organization. They have a qualification, they have a experience, etc but we have to select only 10 employees because the vacancy is only for 10 employees. So how we can select them? With the help of selection process, we selecting the employees who have a higher knowledge or better knowledge than others. So we will select top 10 employees, like in 100 employees, in the 100 applicants, all are eligible for the work, but out of this 100, with the help of interview, with the help of screening, we'll select only 10 employees and give them training. It's called selection process. In the selection process, it is the negative process. In the recruitment process, it is the positive process, because in the recruitment side we make aware maximum employees, maximum persons to send applications in the organization. So we collecting the maximum applications, it is the collecting process, positive process. But in a selection process we have to remove, we have to select the particular person and other we remove. That's why it is the negative. Ultimately we can say that it is the કાઢવાની એક પ્રોસેસ અને ઓલી એડ કરવાની પ્રોસેસ. Okay, now training, very easy. It is not required to explain you training point. Okay, but training point is also part of HRM, because which person require which training, which types of training we must provide to the which persons, how much training they require, etc point decided by the HR department in the organization. Development point we have learned in the definitions, so it is not necessary to explain you this point also. PMS, performance evaluation system, performance management system, means in the organizations evaluations, ultimately we can say that મૂલ્યાંકન, કોણ કેવું કામ કરે છે, કેટલું કામ કરે છે, એ કામ કઈ રીતે કરે છે, એ કામનું ધ્યાન રાખવું, એ કામનું મૂલ્યાંકન કરવું અને મૂલ્યાંકનના આધારે પ્રમોશન આપવું, મૂલ્યાંકનના આધારે એને બેનિફિટ આપવું, ફાઇનાન્શિયલ નોન ફાઇનાન્શિયલ જેને આપણે મોટિવ કહીએ છીએ, તો એનું મૂલ્યાંકન તો થવું જોઈએ ને. જે તે વ્યક્તિના કામનું મૂલ્યાંકન કરવાની જવાબદારી પણ કોની રહે છે? HR ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટની રહે છે, HRM. Okay, so here performance evaluation system and performance management system. Legal aspect, 8 point, legal aspect. Here the government compliances which are imposed on every organization on that must be followed by employer. For example, PF, ESI, WC, gratuity, pension, etc. There are many legal forms which we have to follow in the organization, or ultimately we can say that rules and regulations which decided by the government of India, government of Gujarat, and we have to follow in these organizations. હમણાં જેમ આપણી કોલેજો બંધ છે, તો શું કામે બંધ છે? કેમ કે આપણે ગવર્મેન્ટની ધારા ધોરણ પ્રમાણે ચાલીએ છીએ, તેના કારણે આપણે બંધ રાખી છે. તો આ બધું ફોલો કરાવવાની જવાબદારી પણ HR ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટની રહે છે. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, government has decided PF is necessary for all the employees who are working in the organization. Okay, insurance is necessary the persons who are working in a dangerous field of the organizations. So these are the government norms which is compulsory to follow in the organization. So here we can say that government norms is also followed by the organization with the help of with the